Everybody, put your hands up for Mr. Malcolm Ronalds. He is 29 years old and from Texas.
Oh, what's my number?
Woo!
I
Let's
was
go,
asking what's
Malcolm.
your number so I can.
Let's
You
go.
bill me. Oh, 94.
Woo!
So it's like.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Did he just open a grill in here? That's bad luck.
This is gonna be a good one.
I think he was doing that for all the spitting that's been going on. I've been hearing a lot of spitting going. Everybody just get it out of your system real quick. One big loogie. All together on 3. There we go.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I literally just vomited.
Yo, who don't fucking spit on it before they stick it in?
I don't spit on it if you're doing your job right. God damn.
Jesus.
Ellis,
Don't
squirts.
come fucking
She
free
squirted.
bro.
Oh,
If
no.
it's not pre-lubricated, you fucked up.
He's got a point.
All right, so I've heard a couple of one-liners. The bagel one had me rolling pretty hard. That was pretty good.
Why is your bike pink?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. So,
Oh, fuck, somebody called me.
Joey, we'll
You're
talk about
such
that for sure.
assholes.
Turns out someone else's car got painted pink, and I'm jealous now because all I
It
have
was
is
all
the
Zayd
two wheels
Erdman.
pink.
No, I just painted his bike.
Hey man, I like. My problem with it was the wrong color pink, so I had to go get it fixed.
It's beautiful.
Let's start with a couple of one-liners just to get a feel for you guys. So, do you guys want to hear a joke? I got a really good joke.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Women's rights.
Touchy subject.
All right.
Touchy subject.
So, all right. Now that you guys already hate me, it can't get any worse
this
than that,
is gonna
right?
bomb. This is gonna
Yeah, you got
bomb.
any racist jokes to tell
No,
next?
no, no, no.
But I'm sing you all in a week after it.
You should do some self-shaming and tell some jokes about virgins.
Oh, yeah, I might. I might have to. All right, so here's some one-liners to get us started. What's worse than ants in your pants?
Shit.
You on stage.
Uncles.
Herpes.
Oh,
Goddamn, bro.
that's rough, right?
Bro.
Right. It's really sad that a family can be torn apart by something as simple as a pack of dogs.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, did I really pay $200 for this shit?
Is this
My,
split
my,
sides?
my
or split
drug my
lives?
drug test came back negative. My
Max, give me
dealer
my
has a
fucking
lot of
money back,
explaining to do. All right, so that's all I got for
Wait,
the one-liners.
I'm your drug dealer, amigo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't really have a lot of punchlines here for tonight. I just got some real stories from my life that, ever since I was young, I decided to go ahead and live my life as, what would be a good story to tell later, right? So, I've made a lot of mistakes doing that. That's why I'm actually up here right now. Just one of those many mistakes. So let's get started. Let's talk about one of my last girlfriends that I had. Met her at work. Let's see. You guys heard the phrase "Don't stick your dick in crazy," right?
Yeah.
Some people have, maybe. If you haven't heard the phrase, you're probably the crazy that's not supposed to get fucked.
Don't take that personally,
So
Ellis.
I met this chick at work. First night I met her, we went to a get together afterwards, and she was fucking trashed after a single beer. Anybody here who's ever done Xanax knows exactly what that means. It's a pretty big red flag. She started telling my coworkers that we had been dating for 10 years. We'd known each other, and she was way out of my league, or I wouldn't have put up with any of this shit. So we went back to her place that night, and
You know it's bad when a pillhead is out of your league.
huh? What'd you say?
Fuck, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't hear what he said. I'm assuming something about it's not that hard to be out of my league, right?
Whoa.
Anyway, so she
Hey, can I get some earmuffs?
had to get she had to get
I'll put
her
200 bucks for
appendix
earmuffs right
removed
now.
that night. In the middle of the night, she woke me up, freaking me the fuck out. Called 911, had to get an ambulance come pick her up because her appendix had ruptured. And went and got the surgery that next day. I went to go visit her after work. Um, we I don't know. It must have been a mixture between the drugs I was doing and just the poor life choices I was making. But in the hospital, she after her surgery, she tried to come on to me and tried to wanted to fuck in the hospital bed.
All right.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting. It was my first time having sex in the hospital.
Rookie.
My
Never
first time
been
was in the
inside
morgue.
pussy in the hospital except for the once, you know. Yeah. So the problem was I barely knew her, so of course I'm pulling out. And I didn't notice this until afterwards, but I unloaded
Nah, man.
on her sutures.
All right, bro. I
Doctors
appreciate
came in the next day and actually had to open her back up because they said that there seemed to be some kind of infection. They weren't sure what it was. But that's because
She's pregnant.
I had dried out on her sutures from her surgery. So that was pretty,
Ew.
yeah, it was pretty uncomfortable, and it was a weird conversation at family dinner the next day when I met her mom.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty fucking terrible.
How's he never met his sister's mom?
My sister's mom. What are you talking about? What kind of dating pool are you coming from, bro?
Alabama.
Ancestry.com.
Alabama.
Ancestry.com.
And
23andMe. It's dating sites, but people that are just like you.
Go up there.
yeah. Are there any Catholics in here?
Just on the cross.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Catholics on the cross?
God damn.
Holy
What
day.
are you talking about? Catholics
he's
on
better
the
in the
cross?
crowd.
Stop it, Sean.
So another story.
Oh my
Just want to make sure I
God.
wasn't gonna upset anybody, but I pissed off an entire black Catholic church at one time. And
Oh
I'm about
my
to tell you
God.
exactly how that happened.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Everyone, go ahead and tell
What's
this
the
dude
punchline?
goodbye
And
before
this
he
is where we
tells
draw
this
the
joke.
line.
No,
Everybody
it's
say
not.
goodbye.
It's
Oh
not.
my
It ain't
God.
got anything to do with race, dude. It's just a buddy of mine had a funeral he needed to go to in Louisiana. I didn't know the guy who died, but he was looking for somebody to go on the drive with him. So we took off. We stayed the night prior to leaving. I'd stayed up all night in a hotel, doing some cocaine, and didn't know I was gonna have to be driving the next day. So we drove all throughout the night there. So I'd been up for
Greasing
over
up the
48
road
hours
hat.
by the time we got to the church. Little did I know that, my buddy didn't tell me I was going to be the only dude that didn't, fit in there. And so I'm sitting there in the pews at this random person's funeral, the only white guy in the crowd, and I passed out. Who here's ever been to Catholic Mass? Anybody? So you know
Gonna
exactly
have to
how
vet this
long
material in the
those
future
things can be.
ahead of time.
Well,
You
they
talking
do
about
a lot.
the
There's a
judge
lot
or
of
the
exercise
service?
included for sure, but I mean the service is just so long and monotone, and just there's nothing to keep you awake. So I'm standing up. They're praying with the guy's family, and I passed out while standing up. What woke me up was my knee hitting the pew in front of me in this giant Catholic church that's being dead silent. I shoot my eyes open and I see every motherfucker in that church staring back, looking at me. And I, again, in my state, I wasn't thinking clearly. I just threw my hands up and said, "You know what? I didn't know the guy. I'm out," and walked out.
Oh, man.
They not so kindly requested that I leave the premises immediately, and that was not fun.
I remember Did you say
That was-
20 Hail Marys? At what point was that a joke?
Yeah, I don't know how many Hail
Isn't
Marys
this
it
comedy
takes
club?
after pissing off a whole church, dude.
Yeah.
But
So you're a bad friend and you've ruined a funeral. All right.
yep, that's exactly what happened.
My guy.
I
remember Yep.
my first funeral.
Yeah, what happened at your first funeral?
This guy was at a comedy club and he didn't do a very good job.
John.
Oh shit.
Fair enough. I could just go back to knock knock jokes if that's what you guys want. If
it.
that's more your IQ level. Is that? Are you having a hard time understanding
he
these?
hit us
Some of
with
these?
the IQ.
Oh.
Please explain the funeral joke. I didn't understand it.
Can we get
I
a
like
refund?
Huh? What's up? Yeah.
I'm just curious what the jokes are.
Yeah, no, like I said, there's not any punchlines. It's just funny stories. If that's not what
Yo,
you guys are
Max made
interested
a
in.
killing on this because there's no way he paid this dude more than $100.
Oh my god.
No, he paid his own entry fee.
I'm here for free. That's what we're doing here.
Fuck.
So let's see here.
You got any orphan jokes?
Orphan jokes? No, I don't have any orphan jokes.
They don't have any parents either.
Who here's got kids? Anybody got kids? Anybody a parent?
I might have some somewhere.
Yeah, I don't
Nobody's got
really.
kids.
I didn't stick around long enough to fuck with that.
I don't know, man. Kids are weird. My wife and I decided we weren't gonna have any kids. I was thinking about it. You know, there's a lot of conflict right now in the media about gender roles, and I was thinking, you know, gender roles are
Oh,
pretty much
God.
assigned to us when we're children. You know, and it's not
Oh,
really women.
man.
You guys are. It's not y'all's fault. You know, when you're a little girl, what are you given to play with, right? You're given a toy kitchen, a baby doll to take care of. You know, that's the type of stuff that you guys have. And then after you're looking at all these toys, you're looking around saying, who's going to help me with all this responsibility that I have?
Is this a fucking psychology lecture?
Now,
I
as
feel
a,
like somebody's about to die.
it's not a psychology lecture. It's not a psychology lecture. So, you know, that's just, y'all have those roles now as adults because they were given to you by your parents. Anyway.
Hit him with the women's rights again.
Now, yeah, right?
What are you talking about, women's rights?
So, speaking of kids, I was hanging out with my nephew the other day. We were at the mall, and some woman came up to him and just got in his face and started saying, "You are just the cutest thing. Look at you. Oh my God, he's so handsome. You better say, I'm coming back for you when you're 18. I'm coming back for you. You're just so handsome. Oh my goodness." And walked away, right? And women, that's y'all's privilege right there, because you get away with saying, I dare any
Yep.
man in here right now, next time you see a mom with her kid, to go and say
Get
the
the
same
number.
thing. That's fucking terrible. You get arrested right away, right?
Especially when
If she's
they're
already
poor.
taking care of that useless little fucker, she can take care of me too.
There you go. Yep.
Just saying.
Two useless fuckers.
Nobody can take care of you.
Fuck the
John.
kid. I'm going for the mom.
You're gonna what now?
I'm going for the mom.
That's not the point of the joke, dude. You're not supposed to fuck the kid.
No, I'm not fucking the kid.
Well,
That's
no,
what you
no.
said.
After they're 18,
Didn't you have an uncle joke earlier?
I did, yeah. Yep. Well, that's all that I.
No,
that's
I've-
all
I've
that I came
disappointed a
prepared
woman
with.
that
It was
once
supposed to go
before,
a
but I've
lot
never
longer.
disappointed a room full of people.
Yeah, I'm not too.
Oh, the people are leaving.
I'll help you out.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
let's give it up for
Hold up,
Malcolm.
hold up. It ain't over.
It's tough getting up here, guys. It's not easy.
Susio's next.
Oh,
Come
me.
back.
Nah, dude.
Why is the bike pink?
Let's stick around for a couple minutes. My man Susio here.
No one knows.
He's got some funnies for us all.
Comedian.
Let's
I
give a
don't know
round of
about that.
applause
I'm
for
gonna give it a
Susio.
shot.
Let's see what he's got.
Wait, do I get to come on? Do I gotta wait for like fancy
Susio.
intro over here?
Yeah, wait for the intro, man. Let's see what he's got.
All right, that works.
Fuck's sake.
Amigo, I can't hear you.
You're whispering, bud.
Comedian mistake. All right, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Before I give the stage to Mr. Cecilio, I want to say a joke, a short one. What is 1 + 1?
I think it too, dog.
I don't know. I went to Sandy Elm.
There you go, Mr. Cecilio. Stage is yours.
Hey,
Yes, to Gio.
hey, thank you.
Cecilio.
Good, man.
All
Good.
right, awful. I'm sorry about that. I've never really done anything like this before, so please bear with me. But what better time than right now, right, everybody?
Amen. Amen.
All right, so how's everyone doing tonight? Y'all having a good night? Everybody
good.
partying
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah, everybody's hanging
You
out.
suck.
Hell
Thanks, Big
yeah.
Nerd. You do too. All right. Well, I used to be a big party animal. I used to
put me
party all the time. I'd be up 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Shit. Sometimes I wouldn't even go to bed. But those times you do pass out. You're at your friend's house and you wake up and you find a penis drawn on your face. You know what's worse than that? You know what's worse than that is
What's
finding out
worse?
that someone actually traced it. That's what's worse.
Damn.
But I kind of put a stop to the drinking. It's not really the best for you. You get a little older, you gotta stop. So I kind of like looked myself in the mirror and I said, I don't want to die drinking. That's not how I want to go. I want to die peacefully, like my grandfather. Not like the passengers in this car who were screaming their lungs off. I want to go peacefully. That one took a second. It's okay. All right. Well, so I put the partying away, and I like to go to the beach and lay out. And you guys ever travel down to Vespucci? It's pretty nice down there. Hang out on the pier a bit, hang out on the beach.
Sell some drugs.
So yeah, of course, sell some drugs, of course. So I got a really bad sunburn one time when I was down there, and in order to take care of it, I took a Viagra. Now, it didn't really help the burning pain, but it kept the sheets off my legs at night. Thank you. It's hard out these days. It's hard growing up. I feel bad for the little niños. It's really hard to grow up this day. People get bullied. People are really mean. Like all of you in the fucking audience for that last comedian, you're all fucking mean.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing. My school bully, he's still taking my lunch money to this day. To this day, he still takes my lunch money. The only difference is he works at Burger Shot.
Nice.
Oh well. Speaking of Burger
Nice,
Shot,
you.
no. Speaking of Burger Shot, no thanks is a very weird thing to. Sorry, hold on. No thanks, I'm a vegetarian. Is a very weird thing to say to someone when they hand you their baby.
Gross. I like it.
But anyways, I'm really big on family. Family's everything. Not just the gang family, but also my personal, of course, the gang family, but also my personal family. My father, when he was alive, he was a good guy. He was schizophrenic, but all of them was good people. One time I came home and my dad, he was chopping onions and I started to cry because Onions was a great dog. I miss him so much. But yeah, holidays were always important when I was a kid. Christmas, of course, the biggest one. When I was really, really little, I more than any kind of toy, more than anything, all I really wanted was a younger brother. So I wrote to Santa Claus. I said, Santa, for this Christmas, can I please get a little brother, a little sister? And you know what Santa wrote back to me? He said, well, send me your mother. So I shipped her right up to the North Pole. So now I got a little brother named Pedro.
Pedro.
All right. Let's see.
I love you, Sucio.
Thank you. All right. I had that. I'm single now.
You're my hero.
I'm single now. No, that's not an invitation or anything. I'm just putting it out there. I used to date this crazy, spicy Latina girl. She was crazy. God, this one time we were together. She asked me for her chapstick. By mistake, I handed her the glue stick, and then she didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. Poor Chica. She was really crazy though. She came to me one time and she was like, Sucio, she wanted to make love to me on top of her Honda Civic. I said, no way. If we're gonna make love, it's gonna be on my own accord, because my Accord's a lot nicer than her Honda Civic. I'll say that. I tried to be a very generous guy. I tried to help when I can. Give money out to those in need. Help any kind of helping hand I can. This one time, this one guy came by, Best Buds. He asked me to make a small donation to a public swimming pool they're being built. So I went in the back and I gave him a glass of water. Let's see. I'm flipping through my notes right here. Let's see. All right. Well, when it comes to life, business is kind of like my life. I'm be really busy working and that kind of stuff. You know, Best Buds kind of takes up 50% of my time. The gang takes up the other half of my time. Honesty may be the best policy, but it's important to remember that apparently by elimination, dishonesty is the second best. So don't forget that. Don't forget that.
Amen.
All right, and then I'm just gonna end it with one last one. What did the banana say to the vibrator?
Thank you.
Why are you shaking? She's gonna eat me next. All right, thank you everybody. I'm Sucio. You guys have a great night. Thank you, Split Sides. Come to Best Buds, buy your joints.
Sucio.
Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Hey, good shit, homie.
Yeah, let's go, Sucio.
Hey, bro. Thanks for doing that, man. That was awesome. Well done, sir.
Okay. All right. It's a Friday.
Oh, you did well,
It's
man.
a weekend day. You can guys stand here and party all day, all night if you guys want. And before you leave, make sure you go to the bar. I'm going to stand there. One of you getting 2 lemonades and
Pardon me,
2
excuse me,
salads
pardon me,
free on
excuse
the
me,
house.
pardon me, excuse me.
That first guy was brutal.